Hello everybody, Thy Lord Root here, and welcome back to Rosewood Drifts, where we have finally unlocked trains and the like. And I'm actually going to work with that real quick. We have plenty of money. So what I want to do is replace this with a clover leaf. Traffic's going to get just a little bit on the nuts side for the time being, but it will be worth it. Because what we're going to do here, we're going to push this back just a little bit. You know, I think that'll actually almost fit perfectly if we just do like that. Almost. Let's just real quickly create an attachment point here. We want to go up once more, I think. Yeah, one more. And the idea behind this is pretty simple. That we're gonna have to delete that train line too, which we can finally do because we've unlocked it. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna hook in and we'll just, for now, these will remain high capacity until I can do the lane mathematics on it. But we'll come through. And now everything ought to be connected. With that having been said, that now leaves our train line, which we're going to have to deal with. And what's potentially worse must be placed along a roadside. Yeah, we might not be able to easily handle this. Well, I say that because really there's a tricky bit here. We should be able to pretty easily turn left out of this. So yeah, we'll probably have to go around. But getting this adjusted is going to suck just a little bit. Embark. Because we've got this issue here. Which I think will mean that we're going to want to maybe try to do a right turn. You know what? Let's make it easy on ourselves. Let's assume that this is in fact the way we want to go. And we'll pop down our train station. So that'll allow us to finally handle things. Now we're going to use something called roll on, roll off. And what that basically means is that you can come in, and this is actually going to be a pretty high throughput thing, so we might have to do some work in order to make this happen. But you will come in like so. You can either skip this, which means anybody on the line will be able to do their thing. Or you can come across like that. And this is going to be the tricky part here, because these guys here are not really going to want to play nicely. But I think we can make these parallel. At any rate, we'll just, for now, I'll attach a windmill to this, even though it is hardly necessary. And they will be able to come in. What else are we missing? We are missing water. As well. So we're going to try and separate the cargo from the rest of the traffic here. And I think what we want to do is, if we select, you know, here, we don't want to add a new node. We want to maybe not make parallel, arrange line at node. Yeah, we'll do like that. And I think that'll work out just fine. Now all we have to do is decide, do we want to build a tunnel or a bridge? A bridge is probably more on the realistic side, if I'm completely honest. But I think what we'll maybe have to do, since this is a one-way, and let's see, we're pretty close to this, so why don't I just real quickly – build a bridge over. So that these guys are not compelled to do the wrong thing here. And we'll just have this loop around. So that should help. But with that having been said, we got more toys to play with. Lots more, in fact. And one of them that I'm going to begin using is the metro station. We've got monorail with 6-lane road with tram tracks. Which I definitely want to begin experimenting with. The monorails are going to become a very important part of our transport infrastructure here. And I guess maybe what we could do, because we don't really have anything like it, we have a couple of options. The first of which is going to be to run additional tram tracks down here. And we're going to have to be careful because we have the potential to create an insane amount of traffic here. So this is what I'm going to do, because we honestly, we don't have much of a need for regular tram tracks. So, in order to account for that, what we're going to do is we're going to convert these so that we can get travel between the two, and then all I have to do now because the tram tracks will start there. Is do something kind of like that. And that should get us pretty well hooked in. And I think we do happen to have these guys here, which we can utilize. We will also probably want to work on our tram roads as well. And we can come up here we will upgrade And honestly, I think it'll be fine this way. All we have to do now, go back to the others. Yeah, we are going to have to go back and fix that. But I don't think we're going to necessarily require our tram network here. To do its thing. And that'll be fine. We can now use the main roads. And let me just double check, make sure that this is all set up properly. That'll probably be fine, actually. However, we don't want that to be a regular road. And one moment. And I am back. We are just going to real quickly, I guess, get that set up here. So the idea is that because we don't have those huge metro roads, what we're going to do, not metro, I'm sorry, monorail. We are just going to do like this. And come about. And then we'll put in some stations. Oops. That was not what I wanted. But yeah, we'll have the monorail set up for now. And actually, yeah. Yeah, that should probably be a decent spot for these stations. So people can take the monorail, get to where they need to go. And in this case, they will, if we come down here to the monorail, which I believe is this guy, we can place one on the road here. Or maybe. We'll just have to put it in like so. I think we can achieve this by doing the following. We can put this up like that. We'll create a small amount of noise pollution, which we may have to abate. And then we'll do like that. Similar thing on the other side. And honestly, we'll probably want something like this on the other side. That would be my guess. It will bring in a ton of traffic to do that, which we will have to be prepared to handle. Which I think we can. If I'm being completely honest, I think that we'll be able to handle it just fine. So yeah, these monorail tracks then will get us to precisely where we need to go. And just sort of keep the noise down, because that's going to be a big issue. What we'll do is we will put down... Oh, we're out of money. I guess we're not doing anything until we fix that. I jumped the gun just a little bit, it seems. We'll buffer it with commercial then. Because there's going to be a ton of noise, no question about it. And actually, anything else we can do here that we might want to? I mean, we're pretty close to a tram. We could do a couple things to sort of handle that. And one of them, which I kind of want to do, is put in a hub here. So that we can actually have a inner city train as well. Of course, that's not something we can quite do just yet. But we will do that. And for better or for worse, that is now sort of set up. We'll turn that off for now, so because I don't foresee us necessarily needing that, but we do. Oh, we do happen to have everything else, including power. Let's set up a loop here. I'm going to go from here to here to... Oh, I never put in the other monorail line. Well, that's slightly annoying. Okay, where are we? Let's go back. Looks like we didn't upgrade everything. We're gonna have to get this guy going. Add a stop down here. Oh man. Let's try this again. And that will work for now. I don't know why it doesn't want to. Oh, wait. I think I know why. Because it can't do that because the space is occupied. Okay. There is a way around this. And this is what I'm gonna do to make it happen. We can go over here. Let's come over like that. Sort of deal with this thing being already occupied. It's really annoying. How is this going to work? Can we go over here? Can we take this thing underground? Maybe that's the solution. Let's push it back even further. Because yeah, I think that is what's happening. Okay. Not the best job I think I've done. You can see these guys are now going to be going between. Might get complaints about noise pollution, but otherwise it's pretty good. And in fact, we can probably avoid that altogether, if I'm completely honest. Just have it, instead of routing around it. And I know I keep on changing my mind on this thing, but this is maybe the way to do it instead. We are level 4. I'll go check that out here in a bit. I want to bridge over. Oh, which one is that? That's the wrong one, isn't it? Tram tracks. Okay, there we go. Let's maybe grab our highways here. Let's do some rearranging. Because I think the issue here, I could be wrong about this, but I guess the issue is those power lines. Not entirely straight, unfortunately. But I think it'll be okay. Might be a little bit of a roller coaster. Okay, so then looking at this power, it's going to be a significant issue. The one which we can take care of like that. And there we go. Now, what we'll probably want to do is go back to our tram here. And we'll go down here like that. No, even better. Let me just think about how we want to route this, because we could put it over here. We could do like that. Might be kind of pointless, I don't know. We do need to, I guess, continue the noise abatement. But I think I mentioned that one thing that I would definitely like to do is we go here, we have a hub, Metro Tram hub with road, multi-level Metro hub, multi-platform train station, ferry and bus exchange, monorail tram. I think this is almost the one. Oh. That one, I don't know. That may be coming up. Train Metro Hub. Look at the train metro hub. I think that's what we want. Metro intercity bus. Where is the train metro hub? Is this it? It says we've unlocked it, but oh, that's for the next one. Okay, so we still have a little bit of work to do before we can do that. Do we have any trains visiting though? And how are we doing on profit? We are very profitable. Which I am not going to complain over much about. Let's see. Let's just tweak the tram line. And in fact, let's give this a district as well. Emerson, we'll call this Emerson Loop. We'll carry that down. And then where it did that go? That would be these guys. You are Emerson Loop. And we'll make you kind of pinkish. And then I kind of want to run a metro, or not a metro, but a tram. Something kind of like this, where drop you off right at the park. Like that. Yeah, that actually works out great. That way there won't be any need to walk. Because walking on the tram line is dangerous. Or at least relatively. We did get the new park item. Let's put that down. We are nearly done. Let's just see how much we need. We do need a little bit. But we have that trick from last episode. And it's a trick which I think is going to be quite handy because, okay, that's 150. That's 50. What we need to be doing is quite clear. We just need to eke out 110 more. Which I feel should be pretty easy to do. We can either use gazebos or I'm going to put a little bit of a plaza in here. if I can fit it, at least. We still need about 100 more should do it. Or thereabouts. We could maybe put in not something like insane. We'll just put in more gazebos. There we go. We're just one over the limit. Which I think will be good. And then we're gonna have probably an intra-city train. Exactly how we're gonna make this work is anybody's guess. But I think the thing we're gonna need to do is to elevate it just a little bit. We did accidentally cut off yeah, let's see, can we even, you know what, there's a little trick for a situation just like this. If you have a small gap, we kind of need this anyway. You can get an earthquake sensor, and it'll, whoa, oh yeah, that's right, and it'll just sort of bridge the gap there. That way we don't have to worry too much about it. This is part of the reason why we're even focused on this in the first place. Because the way I see it, this is going to be for a very long haul. You know, possibly extremely long haul lines or transport, maybe between towns. So we'll have, for instance, one coming across the bridge here. And this will connect passengers within the town. This would be very infrequent, and only really because we like trains. But I think that's a good reason, to be honest. Also, because of the bridge, this promises to be very expensive. But that's just the way things are going to have to be. We might do a cargo line on the other end. Hadn't really decided on that yet. But this would be an interesting time to use this tool here to see if we can get a decent connection. I guess the answer to that is no. But actually, if we're going to do that, then I reckon it probably makes sense. Oh, we're level 4. It probably makes sense to do this instead. Except, no, not really. And yeah, that's the reason why. So, yeah, the original plan was the plan we should have used. Again, mainly because this is not well optimized for what we're trying to do. We'll just have to have a bridge with a ridiculous span. And we've got this issue again. Which, you know, brings up a really good question. Do we want to diverge here? I think the answer is yes, because if we're trying to make this a multi-city passenger connection, then it would make sense. At least in my mind, it makes sense. Sort of crossover because we, you know, I guess we kind of sort of have, yeah, we'll have a connection over here. With the idea sort of being that we'll just have to raise up this bit here, but the idea is going to be that we maybe connect these somehow. Maybe go north with it as well. That'll have to do. We are going to run into bottlenecks here, unfortunately. Or maybe we can get around it. I think that the assumption is probably going to have to be that for whatever reason this power line just cannot remain. Slope too steep. I don't really see a way in which we can actually get the power line to stay. I think that that's asking just a little bit too much. Well, that looks dangerous. Okay. If we can somehow keep that connected, which I think we can, and we can have our inner city train connect. Oh, and they are complaining about a garbage collection somewhere. Yeah, we'll just bring that back up. I don't really see where, but we can get rid of that for now. Do something else with it. It's probably that I bet we just don't have the capacity that we thought we did. Let's throw down a little bit more, because if we take a look at it, yeah, our capacity is not great. And not only that, we got another issue, which is these guys. I mean, they can kind of get on the road now. I'm going to leave that in, just in case we decide we want that. So yeah, that's going to be the question. How? We can connect them like that, which is fine. Maybe it's fine. Are we sure it's fine? I don't know. I'm gonna do some messing around. Although, I'm gonna do the earthquake sensor trick here too. And I'm gonna get that built out, and we will see. We'll see what we can do. So I will be right back.